Hey, welcome to Every Damn Day. We're talking about 3 stories today. Alex Jones was banned from YouTube. Ronda Rousey made her WWE Raw debut. And Reddit users are talking about something called Peegasms. Let's get into it. I want to start with Ronda Rousey, her WWE Raw debut. She was an MMA fighter, undefeated, lost to Holly Holm. Famously, Jordan, you remember.
Yeah.
Now she's in WWE. Ryan, what do you think?
I think it's great. I think it's cool. People were asking why is this a big deal. It's because the first time that she's wrestled on Monday Night Raw, which is like the weekly show, and previous to that she's only been on the pay-per-views, but they are like pumping her up so much.
My thing is WWE's fake, right? So
Well, this one seemed way less choreographed and polished or fake than other ones I've seen. Like it seemed like she was like hurting
throwing her around.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Even if it is fake, but it's like the circus, right? Like those tricks that they do are still tricks.
Yeah.
I mean,
They still get
violent, it
hurt,
hurts.
even
It's
though.
Is that demeaning to
don't think so.
WWE? I see it as circus.
I think between the ropes, she's very sloppy. And I think that she was almost a hazard, and she was not completing a lot of moves. That is my take on her. I think that all she was doing was playing up the, hey, I was a boxer thing with the punches.
You don't think this is fun to watch?
I think that it's just
This
another
is raw aggression. She's running through the women's division, which is the best that it's ever been. And she comes in as the UFC champ, former UFC champ, and she's just destroying people.
I feel bad for the women who really can wrestle between the ropes, and I feel like they're just using her. Of course, she's a big name, so they're going to come in, have her blast through to all the women, and like, oh, she's the shit. And I'm like, nah, she's a good fighter, but she's not a great wrestler. I didn't
But
love
how's her sword work?
her. You know something? As a sword now, with her sword game, fleek. On fleek. Is that still good? Is that still a good word?
I think it's still good.
Is fleek still usable?
It's been it's come back.
I don't think it has.
Speaking of Fleek, perhaps the most unfleek person of all time, Alex Jones, and his website and YouTube channel InfoWars
my
has been
God.
banned from many platforms. It's banned from Stitcher, banned from Apple, banned from Facebook, now banned from YouTube, where he had 2 million subscribers. He's the famous conspiracy theorist. He was spreading fake news, violated the terms of the service agreement of these platforms, so now he's been banned is the accusation. What do we think of this?
I genuinely thought he would have gone away years ago, just because I was like, those vocal cords are gonna snap. He yells so like his I hate him, but his diaphragm very strong.
Very strong.
You know what I
Have
mean?
you seen
Like,
barrel-chested
his
man.
son? I think his son's the scarier one.
Oh, he's got
What's up with his
kids?
son?
Yeah, he has 3 kids, and his son looks exactly like him, just like a
no.
miniature version. It's not even, he looks like an old man that's just like, and he's yelling, he's doing, he brings him on the show. He's like 12 years old, and he's
so
yelling
sad.
with him. It's
That's funny.
crazy. So Alex Jones, I think, is going to die of a heart attack, like
He has
mid-speech.
to,
He's like,
right?
he's so angry. I've seen a man have a heart
Is he?
attack, and he did not look as red as Alex
Yeah,
Jones
his
does.
face gets so
when he's,
red.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
red.
is his son yelling about like middle school issues? Is he like,
The chocolate milk is so good. It's so good. That demon, you can smell it.
I think YouTube is right here. I think that they're right. And I'm not going to be like, oh, they should have done this a while ago. They did it when they needed to do it. And I'm all for it. And to those 2 million people that liked Alex Jones, welcome aboard, baby.
yeah, I assume you're all subscribers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Does
hope
anyone-
they just moved them all over. I hope they don't even have to click. We'll just start showing up.
Yeah, YouTube, if you could make that happen. Any conspiracy theories for our new subscribers?
What's the one about Beyonce?
Oh, well, Beyonce, the theory is that Solange is Beyonce's daughter.
what? I haven't heard that
it-
one.
it was-
Whereas in real life, Solange is.
Is her sister.
Got it.
Yes.
You knew that. You didn't know?
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty sure.
So there's that one. There's a theory that Michael Jackson and LaToya Jackson are the same person.
Whereas in real life.
They're brother and sister.
Oh, once again.
Yes.
It's as if you're clarifying, but I feel like you're asking these questions.
Okay, I have one more topic I want to talk about today. Reddit users are calling it a Peegasm. It's the phenomenon when, especially for women, when you hold the sensation to urinate so long that then when you do finally go, it feels so pleasurable, it is experienced as an orgasm. Has anyone experienced
First
this
of all,
here? What do we
this
think?
is a sexist ad because that has happened to me also. So I think it's just holding your pee.
I think
Yeah.
there's some debate if it just feels so good, the pleasure is equivalent to an orgasm versus is it an actual orgasm
ever been at a
because your
stall?
I
sexual
would say
organs have
that
been
holding
stimulated.
my pee and the release is a better feeling than half the men I've been with.
Better, okay. But is it actually an orgasm or is it just it feels that good?
I'm not sure I know what an orgasm is. But holding my pee feels great.
I think some people are actually experiencing orgasm because, like, I was reading like the bladder, like
The wires are
Why are you
crossed.
making that face? Like it's so bad.
the bladder pushes against parts.
Okay. So
The
it could be
holes
happening.
are confusing, not the asshole, but the other two are very. They are confusing because a UTI, that's your urinary tract, but that's not where the this is going. It's all very confusing. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm a grown
No
man.
need to apologize.
As
It's
a straight
confusing.
white male, I will agree. Everything's confusing down there, and I think that this story really just speaks to how bad men are at sex. Is where the women are like, "I think I had an orgasm." Like you went to the bathroom. Sorry.
Have you guys ever had to pee so bad, right? So then you finally let it go and you're like, oh, but maybe I can stop, and you can't stop? Has that ever happened?
Yeah.
Why would you want to stop?
Because I was doing it in class.
Wait, you're talking about peeing your pants.
I peed myself in 7th grade.
So trying to hold
I
it.
had to go so bad, and finally I remember this in science class. We heard about a man whose bladder exploded and he died. So I was like, I think if I want to live, I have to pee. So I was like, I'll let a little go. We'll be fine.
But then you
The
couldn't keep
pressure
it up.
will stop. You can't. And I just truly, completely urinated
That's
myself
amazing.
entirely.
That's amazing.
Here's the thing. I was wearing these like black stretchy pants. It sucked it all in.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm
precursor
sure
to
no
the
one
sex
knew.
drive.
No,
No one knew.
the smell was still there.
Yeah, but I blamed that on someone.
You blamed it on someone else?
I was on the bus and everyone was like, what smells like piss? And I was like, yeah, what smells like piss?
That was your first yes and.
Classic.
And
Classic.
it wasn't me.
But Natasha brings up a good point, is that doctors are saying, do not do this, do not try this. It is very bad for your organs. I don't know about the bladder exploding, but it is very
such a
bad
weird-
for you to do
There's
that.
some astronomer who, in a party, held his pee in and then died. I think it was
What?
Galileo. I don't know.
No, fake news, fake news.
Alex Jones!
Can you do that in your best Alex Jones
Yeah.
impression? Just that same story?
Yeah, there's a Galileo, and he holds his pee and he died.
That's pretty good. I like when we can bring the stories together. Jordan, do you have a shout out for us?
Oh, yes. Let me grab this.
That was done smoothly.
Okay, Desiree says, I feel like they're getting more comfortable with each other, digging it.
That's so sweet. You guys.
That's a really sweet one. Oh. Let us pray.
Let's do something else right now.
Today I have Joe List and Sarah Talamaj from Roast Battle, and I'm going to ask them some questions. All right, so this whole what I would have did, the theme of it is relationships.
Uh-oh.
This is it. I said y'all are married, let's go for it, okay? So relationship, let's go.
My answer is anal to everything.
Listen,
Yeah.
that actually fits perfectly for the first question.
Right.
All right, the first question. What would you do if someone was using your partner's picture to catfish people?
I'd be kind of flattered. I think it would be nice. I'd say, yeah, let people think that they're talking to my wife, because they're not, hopefully,
Yeah.
right?
No, they're not talking to me.
Yeah. What I would do is I would embrace that person and I would say, good for you, and let me know. I get half of anything you make off of this catfish.
First of all, catfishes aren't for money. It's usually for sexual purposes until the person arrives and they realize, ugh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not sleeping with anybody.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm not that familiar with catfishing now that I realize.
What I would have did. Right?
Okay.
If somebody's catfishing using my lady's picture, I would go all out and I would go all in and try to get with their offering. Meaning, I would say, "Hey, what's up, baby? Da-da-da, you my wife," and I would just completely dirty talk it up like I'm assuming this is my actual wife, right? Because I'd be like, "Hey, man, remember what we did?" And I would go and I'd be like, "Hey, so you coming to the movies just tonight?" And then when she stand me up, I'm like, hey, does anybody see my wife? And then we'll go to the point where basically I would end up filing a missing persons on the catfisher.
That's a way better answer than I had.
All right, next question. Let's go. What would you do if your partner prepared your favorite meal once a month, but it always tasted awful?
Well,
Oh, this is a real thing that's about to happen. I just see it in your eyes. Say
I
what you
feel
feel.
like that is something that Joe would do anyway, because he never cooks.
No, I've never cooked. Well, I've come from like an Irish family. We just boiled things. If you can boil it, I can make it.
If
But
you made my meal and it wasn't that great,
yeah,
I'd eat it.
thanks, baby.
I
Would
would.
you begrudgingly eat it, though?
I would begrudgingly eat it, and then I would probably wait a few hours and then go get something else to eat.
If you made my favorite meal, which is
Chicken
spaghetti,
parm.
yeah, chicken parm, which isn't hard, and it tasted horrible, I would still appreciate it. I would appreciate it. I would maybe kind of flip it out the window, like in remember Christmas Vacation when she's doing that thing.
Yeah.
Maybe do one of those.
Keep a window open.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
matter what. Babe, it's cold out. It's snowing. And I'm a little hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly. I gotta flip this chicken out there.
What I would did if my lady makes me some and I don't like it, I fall. I pull a Dick Van Dyke on it. You know what I mean? I come in and I, whoa, 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 whoa. I might hurt myself, but I'd rather not eat this awful dish that you have sitting here. And then I have to act like I like it later. And then she's like, did you fall? And I know my wife, she said, did you fall on purpose earlier? I said, yes, because I love you. What would you do if you and your partner swapped bodies? Freaky Friday.
I would rather not say what I would do.
Thank you. You know something? Sarah, you go first. What would you do if you were in there?
I would just do Joe's tour dates and collect those checks and
And
revel
lift
in his
heavier things.
and put the AC unit into the window. And,
You would just do housework?
yeah, I would do all the stuff that I've been putting off because I can't lift high. I'd reach a lot of stuff from top shelves.
I'll let you answer now, Joe. What would you do?
I mean, I would enjoy it. I feel like Sarah's a very beautiful, sexy woman. I feel like I could get a lot of, like, I would use it to my advantage. I'd be around getting meals bought for me and drinks and cocktails.
That's not happening right now.
Yeah, but because you're not trying. I would have like a mini leather skirt, and I'd have a cleavage situation, and really
Oh man.
doll it up. Yeah, I would get weird.
Thank y'all for being on What I Would Have Did. Did you enjoy yourselves?
I had a great time.
That was
Thank
a
you.
blast.
I don't want
Listen,
to leave.
don't forget to check them out on tonight's episode of Roast Battle, where they'll be battling each other. They're married. It's crazy. It's 10, 9 Central. And if you miss it then, hey, check it out on the CC app, or you can watch it on cc.com.
No, I seriously have to pee, but now I'm like, I might just hold it.
No.
Not bad.
It's bad for your bladder.
I don't have anything to do tonight.
You should really try it though. I'd like to see.
No, we don't have
Can't watch.
I'd like for you to have an orgasm. I mean,
Oh, God.
What?
It's coming out
one
bad.
time I took advice on Reddit on how to orgasm without touching yourself.
What? Hold on. What is going on?
Did it work?
Yeah, it's just breathing techniques. It works.
It worked?
Yeah,
It worked?
Without touching yourself? Without or with?
it was freaking awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it was really cool. I'll send you a link.
We'll see you next time on Every Damn Day.